All right, so I have actually been not anxious to see this movie, but I've been curious to see this movie for the last year, I should say. That's GI Joe Retaliation. I'm usually not a fan. I'm not a fan of big action movies. I like some superhero movies. Most of them actually, I like most superhero movies. But for the most part, just the big mindless action movies, they just never really do too much for me. If I do get one, it's usually that rare one that's actually good. And I knew this wasn't going to be one of those movies, but I was kind of just hoping to go into it and just kind of. I really like The Rock. If you guys watch my Snitch review, he's really the only reason why I liked that movie. I just like him. I think he's a charismatic actor. He's not necessarily a good actor, but for the brood, physical, tough guy, I think The Rock is one of the best guys out there right now. There's two options. You got Jason Statham or The Rock. I'm taking The Rock. But this is a G.I. Joe Retaliation, and it's his new franchise that he's trying to rebuild. And that was the hope, and that was the goal. So, and I actually think it won the box office weekend, and it won. But anyways, I was kind of just hoping to go into this movie and just kind of just shut my brain off and watch, people get blown up. And I gotta say, I tried to do that. I really did, and I had a good time in the movie. But this movie is not good. It is not very good. I didn't hate the movie. I didn't walk out and go, oh, that movie sucked. I just kind of walked out and I go, that movie sucked. But it was fun. That was kind of my entire thing going into it. I was hoping would happen, and it did. But this movie is not good. It is not very good. The whole every bit of dialogue is just terrible. I don't know, how. I understand that most people just don't really care about dialogue, but do they really think when they're writing some of these lines? Me and my buddy were joking about it. When there's a line with Bruce Willis, and it's in the trailer. This is one of the last trailers I've seen, but when he's shooting, and then the girl's what does she say? She's like, "Hi, how are you good?" And he goes, "My cholesterol's kind of high." And when they're writing that, do they go, "Oh, that is a fantastic"? Make sure we put that in the movie. Do they think that's a good line or what? Because it's terrible. It's a terrible line, and all the entire president sequences, anything involving the president, was you wanted to close your eyes because it was that stupid and ridiculous. The guy who was playing the president was terrible. And I'm about to review another movie about, the president being captured. And that one is the exact opposite of this movie. That was one movie where I wanted to go in with the same expectations, and I didn't like it. But look for that. Look for my Olympus Has Fallen review in a minute. But, yeah, this movie is not good, and I probably will never watch it again, but I didn't hate it walking out. I thought it was fun. I like The Rock. This isn't his best. Fast Fives is probably the top. He's that whole Fast and Furious franchise is probably the best he's gonna be, especially with just as an action hero. I don't think he's gonna be able to top his performance or his character in those movies, but he was fine here. I like the girl from Friday Night Lights. I forgot her name. I'm really unprepared in this review. I figured I'd just talk about it. But yeah, I liked her. I liked her on Friday Night Lights, and she's really hot. So yeah, she's good in this. But it's just not a very good movie. It's a movie, like I said, you can just go in and just watch and just enjoy the blowing up. It's like Transformers, at least the last two Transformers. It goes like those. It's just bad. They're bad, but they're fun to watch. So yeah, tell me what you guys thought of G.I. Joe. I'm pretty sure most people just understand it's mindless action, and it's fun to watch. You either hate it or you love it. I'm not going to recommend it unless you already were going to see it, because you weren't going to see no one's going to go, oh, G.I. Joe's probably going to make my top 5 of the year. No one's going to think that. And if you do, then those are your types of movies, so you're going to see it anyway. But if you were like, I wonder if G.I. Joe's going to be good, don't see it, because it's not very good, unless you want to see that kind of action. But yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. It was, I explained it. So like always, guys, just like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.